What's going on, YouTube, fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of Hood Tales, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story. It's a lot of twists and turns in this case, so try to keep up with me. For the day one, fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video, and share the channel with your peoples. Everybody is welcomed over here. Let's get right into the story. We all know the streets have their own politics and operations from state to state. In most places, it's one common goal for the street dudes. That is to get money to survive. Now, how they choose to get that money could vary from place to place. You have trappers, robbers, shooters, but it's all about or equals up to a dollar bill. A lot of civilians understand the lifestyle of the street dudes, respect it, and don't judge them for what they choose to do to eat. But the everyday working man or woman might feel like, I don't knock it, but that's not for me. So I'm gonna go out here, go to my regular 9 to 5, get my paycheck, and stay out the way. It might be slow motion, but it's better than no motion. You would think if individuals are playing on different parts of the field that the paths wouldn't collide between the working man and the street dude. But even if they somehow do, like for example, you have a job that puts you in certain environments, like a gas station clerk that works at a store where people hustle at, or a maintenance man at an apartment complex in the trenches with a lot of street activity going on. You know, as a civilian, to mind your business and to stay in your lane. If it doesn't apply, just let it fly. Meaning, if a situation doesn't involve you directly, don't pay it no mind. But every now and again, the paths between the everyday Joe and the streets can collide. And when that happens, the outcome could be fatal. And on this episode of Hood Tales, we'll be taking it to Milwaukee, Wisconsin to discuss a case of a mailman hit while on a job over a missing package. Back in 2022, Andre Cross was a 44-year-old established man living in Milwaukee. What I mean by established, Andre had a stable life, a wife, kids at home, good career as a mail carrier, where the man worked at the post office for 18 years. Andre known to keep a smile on his face, always joking and in a good mood. As a God-fearing man, always willing to pray for people or give them words of encouragement to brighten their day. The husband and father was the ideal definition of a family man and pillar in the community. Go to work, come home, and deal with his circle of friends and family. Being a mailman in a major city, Andre and his co-workers were very aware of the dangers and what was going on in the community. But that didn't stop the man from laughing with residents as he was on his route and seeing the good in his environment and the people in it. On December 9th, just a few weeks before Christmas, Andre woke up that day prepared to work his shift like he had been doing for years. It seemed like a regular day as he made deliveries, but while at a home on 65th Street in Lancaster, while walking back to his truck, a person hopped out of an Audi, ran up on Andre, shot the man once, then fled the scene in the same car. Neighbors who heard the shot called local police, who responded to the area to find Andre suffering from a single gunshot wound and unfortunately pronounced gone on the scene. Confused about what could have happened for someone to shoot a mailman in the middle of his shift, police looked for any witnesses or evidence at the crime scene. As news got out, the loving father, husband, and co-worker to many for years had lost his life. The community was in shock, and no one could believe who would do that to Andre. The story would make national headlines, but police wasn't clear on the motive or any suspects until a resident in the area where the incident took place at submitted her Ring camera footage after a $50,000 reward was offered for any information regarding the case. The video showed an Audi truck pull up while Andre was making deliveries. A person jumped out, shoot the man, then run back to the car. The video helped police focus in on the getaway car, and they started investigating Andre's route for the whole day, going through the city and neighborhoods. Local cameras were able to pick up Andre minding his business, going about his day, But about 40 minutes before his last stop, the Audi was caught following the man to every stop without him even knowing it. It seemed Andre was being stalked and had no idea his life was in danger. That same whip was caught on camera at a gas station the night of the hit. That's when detectives were able to get a clear picture of the tag and run it through a database. The vehicle came back registered to a 34-year-old woman named Chanel. When police went to her home to ask the lady why was her car caught on video during the shooting, she stated that was impossible because she was out all day from sunup to sundown doing DoorDash. She even showed the detectives her app with the login times which they accepted at the time. Until further investigation revealed, Chanel was out doing DoorDash the day of the hit, but she wasn't in her Audi, but in a different whip. Also, police had another big break. The murder weapon was found as video showed the man walking on a bridge minutes after the hit on Andre and throwing something in the water. As Chanel was taken in for questioning, the situation would get complicated. She admitted she didn't have her own car that day, but two of her homeboys did. 36-year-old Kevin McCall and 26-year-old Charles Duckworth Jr. Police were familiar with Kevin because of previous run-ins. He was out on a cash bond and had missed a court appearance, leaving the man with a warrant out on his name. There was also suspicion that him and Charles were trapping in the area, getting drugs sent from Cali in the mail, as earlier that year, a package was intercepted with meth in it, but it couldn't be tracked to nobody because they all were using fake names. But Chanel was Charles' neighbor, making police believe the car, Mailman Andre, and the two men could be tied together. Now dealing with Mel, it became a federal case, and the feds, local police, and post office all helped the investigation. It was found out that just 1 week before he was hit, Andre attempted to deliver a package to an address, but he scanned it as no access to delivery location, meaning the package was supposed to go back to the post office, but the package was never returned or recovered. And the feds believed that's why Kevin and Charles targeted Andre. More information would come out as police tracked down the two men. The car Chanel was driving while doing DoorDash actually belonged to Charles. As police went in with warrants for Kevin, Charles, and Chanel, the two men would rack up more charges as they were both caught with guns and drugs on them before being taken into custody on what was now a federal case. Charged with first-degree hit, weapon, and other charges, the men were held without bail. Chanel was charged with lying to police to try to help cover up a crime. It seemed now that 3 people were in custody, Andre's case was solved. But the post office the man worked at disagreed with statements in the charging documents, claiming Andre could have kept the package or gave it to someone else. The post office argued that none of their employees would have did that, and they knew for a fact after 18 years of service, Andre would have turned the package in, leaving questions: did the man lose his life behind an unknown sting operation, claiming that the package could have been intercepted by authorities who were waiting for someone to come to attempt to claim it to arrest them. But the men never did and allegedly thought Andre took it. As the investigation got deeper and deeper, police stated over 37 packages had been sent to multiple addresses associated with Kevin and Charles, all from Cali, including some that were sent to Charles' sister, a woman named Lakeisha. As police went to talk to the lady, she claimed she had no knowledge of nothing. When asked did her Ring camera work, she stated no. But further investigation showed video of Andre making deliveries to her house and her sending messages in the video to her brother days before the hit, leaving Lakeisha as well charged with lying to the police to cover up a crime, the same as Chanel. 4 people were now charged in a situation. Almost a whole year would go by as family and friends mourned Andre, and the vigil was held in the man's honor, where all his co-workers, family, and peoples showed up to share memories about the man and to keep his name alive. As of now, no one has went to trial yet for the incident, and all 4 people involved are innocent until proven otherwise. Rest in peace to Andre. I send my deepest prayers and condolences to the family. I don't know the man personally, But it seems to me, after 18 years, I'm sure he knew exactly who was the street dudes in the community, what was going on, and what to do and not to do. It's messed up if this man didn't take the package and lost his life behind an undercover sting, or somebody else that worked at the post office could have easily took the package when he bought it back. I just don't see what he would have benefited putting his life and career on the line over one package. But I'm curious, what do y'all think about the situation? What y'all think happened to the package? Either way, life for a package is definitely not worth it. So remember, we gotta succeed not to fail, so we won't be just another hood tale. Man, crazy story. Rest in peace to Andre. I definitely send my prayers to his wife, his 3 kids, but I ain't gonna talk too much more about this one. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the situation in the comments. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. Y'all already know it's all love, fam. It's another episode of Hood Tales. It's your boy Tony 2 times. I'm out.